Alright, here we go. We are watching now Sandbox versus Hanwha Life. In hindsight, we know that Hanwha Life ended up being the second place team. So this is a really important game for Sandbox if they can pick up a win here. But looking at last week, we did see Hanwha Life beat KT. And then we saw Sandbox lose the T1 Challenger. So Sandbox, they're not really bummed out. It's obvious. It became obvious very early, like even before the season started, that T1 were going to have the best challenger team. They had the best academy team, which was challengers basically before LCK Challenger, and because like Hanwha's team is basically the same as their academy team last year. Same with T1. Same with Sandbox. I'm pretty sure as well. Besides like Howling, I think, but no, I think he was on there too. But either way, anyway, the point is, they know that T1 is good, and they know that it's not that bad. It's not that bad to lose to T1 Challengers. So they still have their heads high going into this. Meanwhile, Hanwha Life also have their heads high, mostly because they have a win. They want to leave the week 2-0, and that'd be really cool. So let's take a look at the draft here. Thresh does end up being the pick here. We know that. Really good bans here. Olaf picking away popular red 1, red 2 picks. They're kind of doing the same, banning away popular blue 1, but they leave the Lucian open, which is really weird. I would have rather given up like Renekton or Pantheon than Lucian, but they get the Frey Lucian blue 1, which is a really strong pick. Then we see the Camille Orianna being picked up. That lets you know immediately picks are what they're going to be. This is what the comp is going to be here, because it's going to be picks and team fights. That's what they're going to be focusing on. And then later on we see the Lilia, and then the Thresh further confirmed this is going to be a pick team fight comp, but mostly pick Jen as well. So Sandbox, it looks like they want to go for strong team fights. They're saying, okay, well, if you want to fight on your terms, we'll pick the best champions available for counter engage and team fighting in general. So they pick Karthus, which that's a C's favorite. Why is Lucian so good at blue 1? It can be you can play Lucian effectively. You can play a top, you can play a mid, you can play at ADC. So you can put it 3 different places, and you don't show where the Lucian is going till like right here. We don't know where the Lucian is going till the Misfortune is locked in. That right there is when we know where the Lucian is going. It could have gone anywhere until that. And that's why blue 1 Lucian is so strong. It leaves so many question marks, and it's a great flex pick. It's really strong, especially 11.1. Especially when Gale Force is as strong as it is, and Lucian loves Gale Force early. It allows him to go super ham. Lucian is just really great here. And so is Karthus. Aatrox, I'm sure, is a comfort pick. Anytime you see an Aatrox, it's most likely going to be a comfort pick. Lilia picked up here. Lilia is your best. I mean, if you're playing against somebody that's going to be just AFK farming, your best bet is to also pick someone that's AFK farming, because if you're picking someone that's spam ganking early, they're just going to fall behind and be doomed. So you want to pick somebody else that can clear really quickly. So I think that's a really good pickup by Cad here. Unfortunately, I don't think very highly of Cad as a jungler, but we'll see how he does. Second ban phase, we see the Relgalio ban, so not wanting bot to get strong picks, I guess. And we see Aphelios Maokai. Not really sure about the Aphelios ban. I don't really like Aphelios bans in second ban phase because, like, well, actually, I do on red side, because they could potentially just pick Aphelios Thresh here, and that would be bad. So they ban Aphelios to not let them get it. Never mind, I take it back. I do like the Aphelios ban here. They pick Jhin just because I think it would have been better if they picked Thresh here. But they pick Misfortune Leona, which is a fantastic synergy lane. That is a really good lane to have. And then we see the Thresh be locked in to try and counter Lee. If you're good at Thresh, you counter Leona, because you can time up Flays to cancel Leona engages. So this is going to be a battle of the supports. I love this game. This is going to be a bloody game, I hope. I hope this is a bloody game. The draft looks like it's going to be a bloody game. Early on, it's going to be, like, you have the laners that can fight early, and then you have the junglers that can fight late. This is going to be, hopefully, a bloody game. Let's put it on ×2, and let's see if that ends up being true. That rhymes. Pop bars. Let's go. Mass versus Toland. I guess now is his name, not Toland. Toland. I need to find out how to pronounce his name. I don't know how he wants his name to be pronounced, but they're both very good mid laners. So I like them both a lot. So this is going to be an interesting mid lane matchup. Riss Howling, also another top lane matchup. Another pair of top laners that I like. C's Cad. I don't like Cad, but I do like C's. And this bot lane in general. This is going to be an exciting bot lane matchup. This is going to be an exciting game. Hopefully, I think this will end up being the best game of today. But as we see, standard starts here. Lucian picking up Corrupting Potion is interesting. I mean, not really, though. Lucian is going to have a lot harder of a time bullying Orianna than most other mid laners, just because she can stand so far back. Going to have to sustain some poke from her as well, so understandably takes the refillable. I guess it's not that. Or a Corrupting Potion. I guess it's not really that troll, and he's doing a pretty good job trading early. And that's what that allows him to do, too. That Corrupting Pot allows him to take those trades with Orianna. Normally, Orianna, if you trade with her, she's going to trade with you back. But if you have that Corrupting Potion, it negates the trading that she does. And it's free trades. Top lane items, no surprise to see Doran's Shield. Just because you can get poked from afar. Or traded with and not be allowed to trade anything back from the Camille. So, smart of him to pick that up. Also, I don't know what a secondary rune is. But if he has Revitalize somewhere in the secondary rune, Doran's Shield is really good. Doran's Blade not really a surprise considering that he took Grass. Grass was what I like to see on Camille tops. That's an engage from Kabi at level 3, and I don't think he should have taken that because he just took a lot of damage. Cad's going to come up top and gank here, but he misses the E. Something that I see a lot with Cad is that he feels really useless on a team that's really good. Like Riss, Mass, Johnny, Bot. Pretty good lineup. And then Cad just kind of is a useless jungler throughout the entire year. That was kind of a slow Karthus clear. Yeah, that is a very slow Karthus clear. The thing is, though, Korean Karthus players aren't as good as other regions' Karthus players, because they've never really understood the Karthus pick, like ever. Like, oh shit. What? Hold on. When did he get that ward down? Was that ward always there? No. Okay, so that's really good timing, and really good timing from Sandbox. C's with the the Jennair emote. That's hilarious. I wonder if he has that like on accident still saved from when he played with Jennair, or if he just put that there on purpose because he used to play with Jennair. That is a really good ward. And it stays there, too. That's just fantastic vision from Sandbox. That vision combination. Even I can do the first clear by at least 3 minutes, though. It's not that hard. Yeah, but the difference is, even though I would say, like, I don't know, like, obviously I don't know you, and I can't say this for certainty. For all I know, you could be, like, some hidden jungle superstar that could just dominate the world. But most of the time, C's is going to be, no offense to you specifically, but this is true to most people in general. C's is going to be better than you, but that does not mean that he has a better understanding of the game than you. And that's the case with pro players in general, is that they're going to be better at the game than us, but that does not mean they have a better understanding of certain things about the game than us. Like, I feel like even I could have a better jungle clear. Yeah, he's much better than us in every way, except for the fact that he doesn't know how to get these quick jungle clears. And if he didn't know how to get the 3-minute, 4-minute clears, like he had like a 5-minute clear, and still it's not even that great of a clear at 5 minutes. He's like, he could have full cleared a lot quicker, but there's also intangibles to it. He could not know how to play. Like, he knows how to play Karthus, but he could not know how to do that clear specifically. He might have fucked up somehow. He might have been pressured by something. He might have wanted to potentially do something. I would have to watch it over again. Which, I mean, we can do that. We're at 16-11. Like, let's take a look at his jungle clear, right? So he's going, he clears blue, he starts blue side, which is right. He's kiting the camp. So what he didn't do right, he isn't doing Gromp and blue at the same time. That's jungle basics. That's a bit alarming. That's And he's not doing red. He's not doing red and raptors at the same time. He's just not. This is where we were, right? No. I think we're right here. Yes. Wait, are we right here? Is this where we were? I think we're at 1711. I think is what I said. Yes. Yeah, the way that he's clearing is not optimal for jungling in general. So, but again, that's things. Those are things that like Korean junglers could just be so much strong. Like, and the pool could be so much stronger if a lot of them learn things like this. Also, I wonder if we're gonna see. I was just literally just about to say, I wonder if we're gonna see Moonstone Lilia. I really hope he actually builds Moonstone Lilia. That's so great. Because I was just thinking, man, Hanwha Life would be so strong if they had healing as along with what they have right now. Well, I wonder if he does. Yeah, he. Oh shit, Cad with the good gank there, but unfortunately not able to get anything done just because Mask is too low. Can't get anything. Just can't do anything. But he does kind of save Mask's life there by coming in. Tolan D has to back off. C spend some time there. But look at the CS gap between these two though. Even though C's, this is why just Karthus. You don't even have to be that good at Karthus to just dominate with him in these games. Like, look at this. His first clear was not that good, and still the CS gap is already massive. But yeah, Moonstone Lilia. Yeah, early on, like Moonstone was so obviously the best build. Like Moonstone, Lucidity, Waterflow was just so obviously the best build on Lilia because of how broken Moonstone was, and nobody took it. And that's something that LS talked about too early on in the year, is that you can just build if it's kind of like how I feel about Nashor's Tooth, where if you can even utilize it like 50% of your team fighting, which Lilia it's going to be 100% of team fights. This is for jungle nerf, so Karthus is much better here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Karthus is going to be stronger, but I love that Cad's going Moonstone here. I just love it. So now he can just AFK. He can just AFK farm and. But that's the thing. It's like Cad throughout the entire year. He's useless as a jungler. He's always down in CS. He's not doing anything. He's not ganking. He's not doing anything. Like he's basically just AFK farming and still being behind for the first 15-20 minutes of every game. Cad trying to make something else happen here, along with the rest of Hanwha Life, but they can't OCs. Not landing the Qs, unfortunately. A little bit out of range in all of them. Herald going to be popped here. It looks like they're trying to put the Herald mid to distract so they can go Dragon. But they're trying to find bot and Shawnee who aren't there, but now they've focused on the Dragon. They can't find the bot lane, so you're just going to let them solo it since there's no immediate threat. Free Dragon. Smite it a little bit early, but there's no risk. Cad is 2 levels down already. Well, he's like 1.5 down, but still that's alarming if he's 12 minutes in. And they just gave up first Dragon too, and he hasn't done anything. It's just such a bad spot for Cad. If Hanwha had a better jungler, like if Hanwha had Natalie, I feel like they could have maybe taken 1 or 2 games off of 2-1. Hold on. 1 second. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Let's get back into it. Poor doggo. No, it's just somebody. I have a husky that's like scared of everybody, and she just barks anytime someone walks up to the door. It's already a gourd drinker for Aatrox. He's top. Wow, I didn't realize how well Aatrox is doing top lane. Cad just CSing, gonna hand this blue buff over to his mid laner. Has the Moonstone Lucidity. Now he's building for the Staff of Flowing Water. Probably gonna get a redemption as well. What used to be a thing right here too. If you took in 11.1, if you took Ingenious Hunter, I don't remember the name of it, but it really significantly lowered the cooldown of Moonstone on Lilia. And then also if you took Redemption, it just made her such a strong healer. But then they patched it because it ended up being something wrong with the numbers for that interaction, and it ended up not being as strong as I thought. But I still think it's pretty strong, the combination. But Sandbox gonna take the Herald here. That's a really good early Herald to take. They're gonna pop at top lane probably, because then you just use the ultimate to force him back, and maybe not. Seas is going somewhere else now. He sees that Hanwha are responding top, so he just backs off. He wants to take it somewhere else and just full clear. Now he's 2 levels behind. Now Cat is like 100% 2 levels behind. You can't build that now with the new. No. So basically, there was something wrong with the interaction between Ingenious Hunter and Moonstone, and it was a bug, and they fixed it. It wasn't supposed to be that big of it had a lot bigger of an impact than it was supposed to mathematically. Like something was making 2 + 2 = 20. Basically, not that specifically, but you get what I mean. Like, it should have been 2 + 2 = 4, but instead they were getting 2 + 2 = 10, and that was not supposed to happen. The math. Something was wrong with the math somewhere in there. Gonna take. Oh yeah. Also, you could take stopwatch and it would be even better. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe Moonstone. Maybe, I'm not gonna stay for sure, but maybe Ingenious Hunter, Moonstone, Lilia is still the play. I definitely for a long time I've been talking about how it should be taken on Fiddlesticks jungle, and about the time that I mean, obviously I was just thinking it internally, and I guess every jungler also thought at the same time, because then all of a sudden people started taking Ingenious Hunter on Fiddlesticks. But that's neither here nor there. What is here, though, is the Ocean Soul. And they have the first 2 dragons. Sandbox are in a really good spot to win this game, especially because they have Karthus Aatrox. That is really, really good. They are going to be really... Sandbox, like, Hanwha need to start figuring out how to get ahead and how to start contesting these dragons, because if Sandbox gets Ocean Soul, they're just impossible to kill. They're just gonna be. Oh, did he steal that? Wait, did he steal that from him? Look at this. Oh no, he got it. Tolandi got it. He was just leashing him. I was like, man, what a rude jungler. I've seen that before in challengers, where like the jungler will just take the camp from the laner while they're doing it, and the laner will just stand there for a second, like, what the hell, man? But yeah, Tolandi has the Gale Force and the Sheen already. Gonna have the Essence Reaver soon. That's gonna be really big. Cad gets this red buff, but I don't think they care about giving that up. Because look at C's on the other side of the map here, just tearing it away. That is def me in solo queue. Jeez. Riss able to get that. I don't know. It feels like Sandbox are playing really well. They have that small lead, and they've been taking advantage of that for, like, they've had that small lead since, like, what, 7 minutes into the game? And for the rest of these 14 minutes, they've been completely taking advantage of the fact that they have the small lead, and they're using it to slowly expand it. And they've also been able to get priority on these dragons. C's has just been rotating all over the map with these insane clearing and pathing. He's almost at 200 CS, while CAD's still at 104. I think CAD needs to focus more on getting gold. Like, he just needs to find, like, they need to find a way to get gold into their carries. Actually, not CAD. Don't give it to CAD. I take it back. Put gold into your carries. Like, everybody's just behind. It's so tragic. They need to find fights. They need to find good fights. But they need to not force... Oh, speaking of good fights, let's rewind this because this is a good fight. Aatrox has the flank here, kinda. He gives it up, though. He doesn't want to get caught potentially by himself. Kabi's trying to bait them. There's the Lucian ultimate. Ooh, okay. This is really good response so far from Hanwha Life, but I mean, it's just CAD getting caught and he's squishy. That's the thing about Lilia, is that if you can get her in one spot, she's so squishy. Despite the fact that she's so fast. Once she's stunned down or locked down, it's just such a free kill. That's why she needs the Zhonya's. And that is that is a really big weak point of going Moonstone Staff of Flowing Water, is that you don't get to obtain the Zhonya's early, so you can die pretty quickly. And there's nothing really you can do about it. It's really big on the team to make sure that the Lilia does not die. Oh yeah, by the way, I hate that they killed Tier of Disrespect. You can't, like, building tier is just normal now. It's not a disrespectful thing anymore. It's so sad. I miss that. I see that the ocean brush bug is still a thing. I have to sleep now. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. When will you stream again? I'll be here tomorrow, same time. Watching more Challenger VODs. So C's here. You have a great night's sleep, though. Sleep well, my friend. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. See ya too, my friend. See ya later. Tolan D just doing his job here in the side lane. Doing a job. I don't think it's a good job. I think freezing here would be so good because look at all the CS that Mask is now catching. They need to be freezing. Now the lane is just back in a neutral state. They're just going to keep playing ping pong top lane. But look at this fight. See, this is what I'm talking about, where Hanwha needs to be finding the kills, and they're doing just that. Really good job there from them. Slowly but surely going to try to find themselves back in this game. And they even get the tower. I wonder if he's going to keep pushing. They're sending Lucian to respond to him. Really good job there. But yeah, more ping-ponging the wave top lane. C's is he's getting close to being 100 CS up on CAD. That'd be really bad. So we see the Zhonya's finished. We see that finish. There's still no Staff of Flowing Water. That's a big part of the build, I feel like, is getting the Staff of Flowing Water. Interesting that he's not building it. And, oh. What happened there? Lantern got him out, and Kabi ulted. And I missed completely. Ooh, let's watch this fight. Okay. So really smart of Hanwha Life to try to pull the trigger here, because Howling isn't in the right spot. That is a really awkward angle on that Jhin ultimate. I don't know why he was ulting that direction. Maybe it was an accident. What the Riss making a really interesting decision to just E in front of their entire team with very minimal backup. Bot probably should have tried to, like, instead of Riss just Eing and flying through the middle of the entire team to get blown up, maybe should have waited for bot to move up first.
and get that hook that they're looking for right now. So they end up going 1-for-1. Here comes the Karthus ultimate though. Cat has to pop the stopwatch. Is not going to have that for this fight. I think that's pretty much going to force everyone to go home. I don't think anyone can do Dragon now. Well, actually, Seize is going to be able to in just a moment. He's actually healing a lot off of these Raptors. They're trying to get back in there for the Dragon because this is Ocean's Soul. Hanwha Life know how important this is, and they're trying really hard to get this. Seize can steal it, though. Howling is in a really good... He's not going to be able to steal it. Oh, no. Go, 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 go. Go, go! Oh, come on, man. That's like... that's another thing that I feel like Challengers lacks is no sense of urgency. Like, I would have tried really hard to steal that. That's a really important Dragon. That's Ocean Soul if you get that. And that's just GG. You have an Aatrox that has his 2 items that he needs to, along with the Ocean Soul, to just not die. Let's take a look at the replay. But yeah, Aatrox, if they can get this Ocean Soul, Aatrox is going to scale really hard. Like, once he gets 4 items, he just becomes a raid boss. Now that he has that, he just needs Death Dance, Spirit Visage, and he's a raid boss. Even if you have Grievous Wounds, he's still just going to be a raid boss. It's really good. Sandbox. Gonna get the Baron here, because it's free. What happened? How did it lead up to... Oh, they got a pick on CAD. That's how. It ended up being free. I was like, how did it get this bad? How were they able to get such a free Dragon? Or Baron, I guess. Not Dragon. Let's see. So they can use Baron to put themselves in a good map position. That's a team fight, so we're going to watch that. Ultimate is used there by Toland. They get the tower, so that makes it a little bit more difficult for Hanwha to fight here. Interesting that he wanted to start that just from finding Lucian. Really good ultimate there from Pump to keep everything split, preventing them from helping the people come up and how. Oh, that's big. That's really big. That's... Oh! He just got blown up. Still, though, that's... Karthus pick really working out here. Holy. Like, Seize didn't even... Played like a pretty mediocre Karthus, all things considered. The ultimates weren't fantastic. That one was really good, but, like... We've seen, what, 2 or 3 Karthus ults this game? And the Karthus has had such a big impact. Karthus is just such a strong pick. I really like it. By the way, if you don't do that as Leona, if you're not like eating camps as your teammates are clearing them, you're just griefing. That's it's like free like 80 to 100 damage, and that helps them clear it faster. You can spend like a second of your time. But yeah, look at that ult. Oh, look at that ultimate tearing apart bot, and it's keeping them from walking up and helping the people that just dove Toland too. And then the Karthus ult comes off. Mass has to take that, but he still gets the kill. It's a strong strong Orianna. Yeah, that's what I mean. Cat is pretty useless. Is he going for Cos? What is he? Is he going for Banshee's Veil? Is that what he's building? I think that's what he's building. I can't tell what he's building. Oh shit, why am I fast forwarding? I can just go to times 2 speed. Toland is basically full build as far as pro play is considered, because he doesn't need to save that 1 item slot for control wards for as long as he can. But for all intents and purposes, he's basically full build. So he's not gonna get strong. He's not gonna get very much stronger than he is right now. And as we see, he's just blowing up CAD. That's going to be just Sandbox just being way stronger than Hanwha Life and just easily just bullying them around. I think they just end the game here. Can they? Holy mask. And then Leona gets executed, but they end the game here. Do you think LCK and LCK Challengers viewership will fall off in favor of LPL viewership? No. It's just no. W1's going to be carrying LCK viewership for a long time now, for as long as they're good. I think that's going to keep LCK more popular than LPL. Also, just the prestige and the history of LCK. And then, LPL doesn't even have a Challengers League right now. I think LDL got permanently, not permanently, indefinitely is what the word I'm looking for. Indefinitely suspended because of all the, I don't know the reason. I've been told it's because of match fixing. But the point is, no one watched LDL and it's suspended. To where Korean Challenger actually has a fairly decent following to it. And LCK is, of course, going to be carried by W1. So, no, I don't think LPL is going to become... I don't know. I just don't see a reason for people to think that LPL is more entertaining to watch than W1 right now. I think I don't know. I think people are just excited about W1, so I think that's going to carry it. But about this game though, it's just like I said, the Karthus was just such a strong pick here, and they it's just look at that, that's so huge. Karthus is just what a carry, what a draft gap. And what a jungle gap in general. 0-5. Jeez. But yeah, that's the end of that game. Just jungle gap, better jungler wins, basically, this game. Let's move on to the next one.